Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Sunday, February 20th. So we have the moon in Libra all day. The only aspects that are taking place, all 9 of them, again, we talked about the number 9 and its significance in this week's ascension forecast. Number 9 is about completion. We have a moody moon day trying to find balance in the extremes of our thoughts, of our feelings, of our external world, of our internal world. And the moon in Libra is involved with every single one of them. Right out of the gate, we have the moon and the sun making a very tension-filled aspect, really illuminating where it is that the old is falling away, where it is that the new hasn't quite been rooted in. We, with the moon, are focused on our emotions, on our subconscious self, and our attachments to the old ways of doing things, the old ways of thinking, the old ways of feeling. And the sun, of course, is illuminating for us the new. And now that the sun is in Pisces, we are focused on this beautiful dream, this beautiful vision that we have been downloaded with. We've been inspired to try and manifest. And the bridge between where it is that we've been and where it is that we want to go, we are becoming very present in the moment of the bridge that we're currently standing on. It is a full illumination on where it is that we have to gain a little bit of balance, a little bit of stability in our thoughts, in our feelings, before we can muster up the courage, the self-determination that we need in order to actually make things happen. The moon is going to trine Saturn. This is a beautiful energy because it gives us a new way of looking at some of the systems in our lives, the routines in our lives, the structures, the foundations in which we have built, many of them now crumbling, and where it is when we're thinking about our future self, our future reality, where it is that new ones need to be built in order to free us up from the weight, from the heaviness, from the commitment that some of the roles and responsibilities that we're currently involved with has on us. Again, many of us really suffering under the weight of the roles and responsibilities that we've committed to. And now this is time for us to think outside of the box on what we can do to kind of spice things up, lessen the load, create a new foundation, a new structure for us to actually operate on in moving forward. The moon in Libra is going to harmoniously bump into Jupiter. Jupiter, of course, wants us to grow. He wants us to expand. He wants us to pluck out the silver linings of the tougher experiences that we've went through. And we are, of course, in Piscean energy with Jupiter. So we're really leaning into trusting ourselves, our higher selves, our intuition. The moon in Libra really is going to help us find that grounded point between our ego selves, very connected to this earthly, dense realm, what it is that our environment is showing of us, the logical and practical assumption and plan to actually revamp our lives. And of course, that Jupiter in Pisces energy is asking us to lean a little bit further into trusting the greater, grander plan of the universe, trusting our higher selves, trusting our vision, trusting our intuition, trusting our gut reaction. Now, things are going to get a little bit sticky when the moon goes ahead and squares both Venus and Mars, who, as you know, are sitting very close with one another in Capricorn energy. Now, this is going to put us at odds with our emotions and at odds with our actions. Why? Well, Venus, who, by the way, rules over this Libran energy, Venus is all about our values, our worth, where it is within us that we know we have to make some changes to our personal lives, to our personal relationships, to our money matters, in order to truly feel like we are doing things of worth, of value, things of meaning and purpose. Mars has been aggressing himself, taking Venus's hand and really taking action, taking one step forward, identifying a direction that he wants to take, of course, in the pursuit of happiness, in the pursuit of new passions and dreams. But the Libran moon being at a square with these two individual masculine and feminine energies, definitely going to put us at odds with what it is that we think we want. We're going to be questioning what it is that we actually think that we deserve. This is going to kind of trigger a little bit of frustration because things aren't moving, they're not happening as fast as we would like. We have been really kind of sitting within ourselves, recognizing the changes that we have to make in the physical realm, but we haven't been really supported in making the kind of dramatic changes that we know that we want to see, that we need to see, that we deserve to see. Now, we are going to get a little bit of help from this tension point, from this conflict, from this confusion, because the moon is going to go ahead and bump into the true node. The true node, of course, is showing us our destiny point, the path that we need to be walking in order to fulfill our soul's purpose, our soul's mission. So whatever tension the Venus and Mars aspect brought up for us, where it is that we're feeling frustrated, where it is that we're feeling confused, where it is that we're feeling uncertain about certain relationships, this is a time for us to gain some clarity, rework our plan, rework our vision, rework the path that we thought we were walking because of the new information coming in, these new realizations that we're having, trusting our egoic self, trusting our higher selves. We are kind of having some epiphanies that will change the course of the plans in which we are choosing to pursue and choosing to try to manifest. Now, things are going to get a little bit sticky, I'm going to say early evening, because the moon is going to bump into Neptune, who of course is in his place of power in Pisces, and the true node. Now, this is likely a situation happening outside of us. This is something we don't have control over. This will likely manifest in disrupting our plans, disrupting our day, triggering said emotions that we would rather avoid. And for the most part, this is going to put us in conflict with trusting our intuition, with trusting the bigger, grander picture, with trusting the plans that we thought we had, the vision and the dream that we've been looking to manifest. This outside activation, this outside trigger is an opportunity for us to learn something, probably learn to incorporate the aha moments that we've been having in our daily lives. Many of us recognize that we have weak boundaries, that we have to enforce boundaries, that we have to make them stronger in order to protect ourselves. But when push comes to shove in our physical realms, when we're put in that position, are we strong enough? Are we brave enough to go ahead and make people know that you're crossing a line? And I'm not looking to tolerate this energy, this relationship, this particular energy exchange anymore. So it is going to kind of put a fork in the plans in which we've had. We are going to end the day off with the moon bumping into Jupiter, this time not in the most pleasant way. And this is really going to kind of ride off the coattails of having to implement our boundaries, of course, by being tested in our external world, because Jupiter wants us to focus on what it is that we want more of, right? He's a little bit extra. And because our emotions are a little bit extra, because we just got tested from a serious situation, we're going to be feeling overwhelmed. We are in Pisces season now. We want to avoid confrontation. Pisces season, again, the escape artist of the zodiac. We don't want to deal with reality. And right now, reality is asking for our attention. So we may feel overwhelmed. We may feel overly confused. We may feel overly dramatic with the situations that we're currently in. And although it doesn't feel pleasant, it is an energy. It is an aspect that we have to deal with head on in order for us to find the way out, find the solution. Find a way to resolve some of the problems that we're currently facing, that we don't want to be facing, that will kind of ask us to step up, to boss up, and really emphasize the changes that we want to see in our physical realms.